this is the concept behind inversion fair value gap. When you have a buy market like this, the market is going up. Then all of a sudden, the market did something like this. Then after doing something like this, the market create there is a fair value gap that is meant to be tested here for the market to continue buying. But the market was disrespected. The fair value gap was disrespected. The let me list it. The fair value gap was disrespected, and after it's been disrespected, the market will do something like this. This has automatically turned to a breaker as well. But the market might not sometimes respect the breaker and go inside the fair value gap that was disrespected here. So it's coming here and going back down. This already has turned to an inversion fair value gap. So anytime you are labeling your chart, any fair value gap that is disrespected, always list it out so that it can come back and test it. Why didn't it test this breaker block? The reason why it might not test the breaker sometimes is the fact that maybe due to change in session, or when there is a change, when there is a new day in the market, or if there is a London, when there is a what's it called, when there is okay, when you're in a New York session and there is a break, that is when the market tends to have a deeper retracement and test the inversion fair value gap. Let's take this for example. Look at something like this. The overall market trend is actually bearish. If you look at it, the overall market trend is bearish. Then if you look closely, the market is going, this is I, then it took out this I and it created this fair value gap that is meant to continue with the market structure, but it didn't. So now you have to mark this out. And it broke it with momentum. Look at it, it broke it with momentum. So in case the market might still come back and use it as an inversion fair value gap. So this fair value gap you are looking at is a 5 minutes inversion fair value gap. And how do you know if inversion fair value gap is going to hold? Is the fact that it's going to tap it inside. The wick can do the damage above the inversion fair value gap, but you will not see the body of the candle above the inversion fair value gap. You will only see the wick above the inversion fair value gap.